spoke to you all, I was in Beijing, and y'all, it was cold. It was so cold. It was minus, I think, -3 at night or something, and in the day, it was a little bit, not a little bit, it was a lot warmer. But the next day, the second day, so I was there Saturday. I got there Friday. I was there Saturday and then Sunday. And y'all, my body just wasn't ready for it because I went from my city, which is 17 degrees right now. Well, at that point in time, Friday. And I went to Beijing where it was 0 and below Celsius, degrees Celsius. So I'm a little bit under the weather today because of the temperature change. My body just bouncing back and forth. But where I'm back in my home city, it's not that warm like when I left on Friday, but it's also not that as cold as Beijing, but it's a little bit cooler than when I left. So right now I think it's 11 degrees or 12 degrees. The temperature is going up a little bit. So, whoo, I could feel like my body is like on the edge of not being okay. So I'm just gonna take it easy today. A little bit tough because I was supposed to go to work and I requested some time off, but I wanted to do a quick live and then I'm just gonna lay flat for the rest of the day. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly. I tried to do a live yesterday, but the connection was not that good, so it's very choppy. So I might actually take that video down, and or I might make it unlisted. So, so sorry about that. I was watching it and I was like, it was painful to watch. I know what I said, and half of it was missing. So, but Beijing was beautiful. One of my friends, she came to visit. I thought she would not get on camera at all, but she came on for a bit. And yeah, so we spent the weekend together. We used to work together in a previous job, and being able to spend some time with her was really good because just before she left the job that where we met, we only just realized like, oh, you're pretty cool. So we ended up becoming like staying friends over the years. She moved to another city called Shenzhen. I even went to visit her back then. A lot has happened since then. She went back home. Anyways, let me stop telling her business. Basically, she was with me in Beijing, and I have never toured or explored Beijing. And I was telling you guys yesterday in the live that was what was missing in the live was that I have been to Beijing before, but I never really explored it like a tourist, like sightseeing and stuff, all the hotspots that you would usually go to. So what I did, we went to the Great Wall, then we went to Tiananmen Square. We also visited. Yeah, we mostly stayed in Tiananmen Square. There was so much more to do. I feel like Beijing needs like 4 to 7 days. So I did vlog. So there are some videos there as well that I did put. I didn't tell you the history about anything. So if y'all want to know background and history of Beijing or Tiananmen Square or the Great Wall, you're gonna have to do some Googles, do some searching. But I had a really good time. Thankfully, I had enough clothes. It was warm enough, but I had on enough. I had on like thermals and then I had extra layers and my winter jacket. I had my winter boot, everything. I was fine. I had enough clothes. It's just that I think the temperature changed. So my throat is a you know, a little bit tingly. So I have to look out for that. But yeah, I was telling you guys that the last time that I have seen the Great Wall, but I have not been to the Great Wall or on the Great Wall until Saturday. And the first time I was on my way to Inner Mongolia and the bus shut down. So when the bus shut down, well, we had to wait. And only while we were waiting, I looked up and I was like, that's the Great Wall. Cool. I see it, but I haven't been on it. So this weekend I was able to go and actually walk around, explore. I feel as though once you've seen one piece of the wall, you've seen all of it. It goes on for thousands and thousands of kilometers. We were not going to be doing that much. We took a cable car up. We did took some pictures, walked around a bit, and we took a cable car down. It was pretty cold up there too. It was not that busy, thankfully. I can only imagine how busy and how crazy it gets with regard to the crowds. It was really easy going. The driver that we got, he was recommended through like a group of women who post about different places in China. So they suggested this driver, and that's how we ended up getting him. He booked us tickets for the cable car, booked us tickets to get onto the wall. He even booked us tickets. Oh, we also went to see the Bird's Nest, which is where they held the Olympics in 2008 in Beijing. It is beautiful. It is just so grand. We had a full moon. It was really beautiful. So, if you ever get a chance to come to China, I do suggest trying to go and visit Beijing. So this was my first time, even though I've been in China since 2015, 9 years. It was really nice to just be able to be a tourist in that way, you know. So we really enjoyed that. We also went to this really famous restaurant. It's called Peking Chamber or something. So basically, it's for Peking ducks. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was freshly roasted in front of you. So it's basically roast duck, and then they have this like pancake, this really thin pancake thing where you add the vegetables and then you throw in all the duck, some sauces. It was just it was delicious. We were quite full, although we hadn't eaten all day. The only thing we had was breakfast, and then after that, we didn't have anything else until dinner, which was very late, about 7:30. When we got to that restaurant, the wait for the restaurant was just ridiculous, ridiculous. I should have filmed it. I just realized I didn't know, I actually did not vlog that part because I think we walked in and we were just so shocked, like, and we were so starving. Like, I was like, there's no way. So what we ended up doing, they asked us if we wanted to order and take away. We did that, and we would have loved to dine. The experience for the actual restaurant was beautiful. Um, People were really enjoying the meal and relaxing and taking their time. So I was like, they told us we would have had to wait for 2 hours to get a table. We didn't have 2 hours left in us. What we wish we had done, we wished we had booked booked a table, a seat at the table, and the restaurant it's a chain, so it was all everywhere in Beijing. We could have requested because if we had known the line would have been that long, we would have requested a ticket at any of these spots, restaurants, and then whenever we finished the Bird's Nest, we would have gone for dinner. So we didn't really know that that's what would have happened. So eventually we just yeah, we pretty much ordered, we took it back to the hotel, and that's when we asked the hotel if it's okay if we have our dinner at their restaurant. And you can tell the concierge was like, really? He was like, not with it. But he's like, yeah, 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 fine. We went ahead and we had dinner. It was really nice and relaxed. And he came over later and he was really nice. So I can't fault him for that. He actually was like, oh, you guys are having roast duck. And he was like, oh, nice. And I was like, yeah, it's really delicious, blah, blah, blah. We had a little quick conversation and he went on his way. And when we were leaving, he was like, okay, bye. Nice to see you guys. So, like, that happens in China sometimes. And I've seen it happen many times where people, they're very short with us as foreigners. They're short in the way that they communicate with us, or they're very hurried, or whatever. And they don't really want to interact with you. And then later they realize, like, we're just literally chill people, whoever I'm hanging out with at the time. And they kind of warm up. So that was quite nice to see. And then, yeah, yesterday we went, that was Saturday night. And yesterday um, we were supposed to have an earlier start, and then we did the square, Tiananmen Square, which was quite cool. But yeah, there's a lot to do and see in Beijing. It's a very walkable city. It's beautiful, wide open spaces. It's just that the weather was it has me a little bit under the weather. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. I had an amazing weekend. I hope you all did too. Drop in the messages in the comment section. See, I haven't been on YouTube in so long. I don't even know where it is. in the comment section. Tell me how your weekend was. Tell me the highlights of your weekend and how you spent it. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.